Hello, I'm Renee James, Communications Director with Baptist Women. I also develop and co-lead many of Baptist Women's social justice programs and events working with a volunteer team. God loves justice. It is His very nature, and He calls us to justice as well. Did you know advocacy, awareness, and aid reside deep in the DNA of Baptist Women's ministry? In fact, Baptist Women over the years has strengthened the capacity of women across all our Baptist churches to do justly. Here are some glimpses of what doing justly has looked like. In the area of anti-human trafficking and pornography, Baptist Women co-led silent stand-in protests during the Pan Am Games in Southern Ontario. Women in our churches wrote hundreds of letters to their MPs to make Bill C-36 the law. And in a recent Giving Tuesday campaign, women raised funds to support IJM Canada's rescue work and survivor care in the Dominican Republic. We advocate for our Indigenous sisters. Baptist Women began responding to the TRC's report by affirming our commitment to bless and value Indigenous cultures. Jesus Himself calls us to cross-cultural connections. And since that beginning, we have co-sponsored Indigenous conferences, we've advocated for our Indigenous sisters in the pages of Live magazine, and participated in a First Nations consultation group. We called women to pray in the week following the discovery of unmarked children's graves in Kamloops. And we continue to amplify the voices of our Indigenous sisters who lead us into truth-telling and reconciliation. In the area of anti-Black racism, after George Floyd's murder in 2020, Baptist Women rolled out an ongoing multifaceted campaign that invited women and continues to invite women to learn about systemic racism in Canada and invites them to change the conversations and the cultures in which they live, work, and worship. We devoted an entire issue of Live magazine to anti-racism. We rolled out prayer meeting events, hosted book clubs, and Facebook Live conversations about race. This fall, we will facilitate conversations on what it means to obey Scripture's call to leverage our privilege. And in November, we will kick off Advent 2022 with a gathering to launch We Are One, our second Advent experience that will explore Jesus' birth through the lens of racial and social justice using weekly videos and written devotionals. When women say yes to Jesus' invitation to be fishers of people, He makes them into women who will be catalysts for His kingdom. And we know your women want to do justly in a community that is safe, welcoming, diverse, and humble. To that end, we've included a number of links to our social justice resources, including a link to our first ever issue of Live magazine devoted to anti-racism. Do pass these links along to your women. May your women read, reflect, and discuss these resources with their groups, then reach out to us. We'd love to share about the issues and about the social justice work Baptist Women has and will continue to do. We are here to strengthen, encourage, and support whatever God may be calling your women to in the social justice arena.